The talk show, your number one talk show on TV. Today I will be your host, St. Terry Weld. I will not be doing this alone. I will be doing it with my distinguished personalities. They are sitting here with me, but before you see them, I would like to talk about the topic we have today. Why do we have relationship breakups? Why are relationships not lasting? What is the reason why today, this 21st century relationship, why is that it does not last? So we'll be looking at it together. With me to discuss this topic are dignified personalities, celebrated individuals. I'm having right beside me here, beautiful Jenna. Jenna is a member of Bella's TV, the most popular Bella show. Bella's. Jenna, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And I'm having beside her a beautiful goddess, a member of Bella's family as well. Her name is Vicky. Vicky, what's up now?
I'm fine.
How is today going?
Love
I hope you are prepared for today's topic.
you. Yeah,
Wow. And I'm having two beside her. Mr. Peter. Mr. Peter is an actor. I believe most of you have seen him. And today is here. And we'll be doing it all together. Mr. Peter, you are welcome to this show.
Thank you, Mr. Gray.
And sitting right beside Mr. Peter is a beautiful goddess. And she's also a member of Bella's family. It's like I'm having Bella's family in the house. Wow, I hope we are not going to be having many marriages today. Okay. So we're having Tori Bay. Tori Bay, what's up? You're welcome to today's show.
thank you.
Thank you very much. To my opposite end, I'm having our precious Mama. Mama is a celeb. Mama is a very important person in New Day. And today she is joining us to talk on today's topic. Mama, Vicky, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
And I don't know whether camera is picking this great man sitting opposite me. A very great personality, a man that some of you are celebrating at home. Mr. Jackson, an actor and a celebrated individual. Mr. Jackson, what's up?
Thank you.
How will today be like?
I'm good.
Okay. So together we'll be talking about why relationship don't last. Starting from Mr. Peters. Mr. Peters, looking around you today, there are so many breakups. Marriages don't last, relationships don't last. Celebrities, they are breaking up their relationships. The important people, even those we're even looking up to, they are all breaking up their relationship. What is the problem?
Mr. Terry, to my understanding, I feel like there are a lot of hindrances that are supposed to be considered before going into a relationship. You know, if we have to talk about a lot of them, I don't think we would be able to finish all of them today.
Okay.
So we'll talk about a few. And those are the primary needs you need to consider before going into a relationship or a marriage. And these are money, we have trusts, we have insecurities, we have cheating, we have unfaithfulness, and all sorts and sorts.
Okay, I think we'll be looking at all of these things today. Insecurity, cheating, wow, so much to talk about. Miss Victoria, why do you think today relationship we are experiencing breakups here and there?
Yeah, I think lack of trust and love. When there is no love, when there is no trust, relationship will not last. It won't last. Because if you don't believe in your husband, you don't trust him, there will be clashes.
You see, if there is no trust, there is no love. Oh my God. Tori B,
Yeah.
do you agree or you have other opinion?
In my opinion, I would like to add distance. Like the distance matters a lot in the relationship. Fine, they might not be staying close, but at least when the boyfriend will meet the girlfriend should be available for him so that he will not look outside to others.
Okay, Toribe,
Yeah.
we are going to look into it in depth. You say insecurity
Yeah.
or distance. Okay, we'll look at that in depth. So let me just take the other opinion of other guests in the house. Mama Vicky, you are a mother, a married woman, a woman that have seen it all. With your experience with many of your friends, other women out there, why would you think relationship today don't last?
There are so many things that involve in relationship. I will mention a few. One of them is lack of trust. Then two, economic breakdown. It's really affecting marriages.
What do you mean by economic breakdown?
Let's say in a situation when a man lost his job, I will go deep into that. but not
Okay, Mama will go deep into that, so Mama will come back to you. Mr. Jackson, with this your handsomeness, I know many guys are running after you. How many have you broken their hearts?
Actually, these days, I don't break up with girls, okay?
Okay, let us talk about relationship breakup. So, why do people break up?
For me, there are many reasons why marriages and relationship no longer work these days. But I will mention just one and I will shine light on it. It's very, very important. That's lack of understanding. Very, very important.
Okay, Mr. Jackson said lack of understanding, and every one of us have said it's like we there are few basic reasons. If I have to talk about everything we said there, some of us mentioned trust, insecurity, Mama said economic breakdown, Toribe said distance, we also talked about cheating. So we are going to look at, I think we mentioned about 7 or 8 reasons why relationship breakups, why we are having relationship breakups. So let us look at it. Let us look at it in depth. I'm starting from Ms. Vicky. Putting all these factors into consideration, would you like to tell me why people break their relationship up?
Yeah, like what he said, lack of understanding. If you do not if there is no understanding in the marriage, just like trust, if you don't trust your husband, once he made a mistake, there will be clashes, there will be fights. He won't trust you anymore. Once any small mistake, they pick up a fight. And the man no longer trusts his wife, the wife no longer trusts his husband. So I think that lack of understanding, everything, how would I put it, if there is no love, there will be clashes.
Okay, also if there is no love,
There's no love,
aside
yes.
of understanding,
Mm.
if there is no love, there will also be clashes.
Yes.
So what about cheating? Do you think cheating is also bad?
Yeah, cheating comes in when there's no trust. Because a man, you see a man these days, a man run after young girls, it's common. So when the wife find out, there's no trust, no understanding. So the wife does not trust the husband anymore. If he's going out, this man is up to something. Yeah.
Okay, Jenna, looking at everything we mentioned there, trust, lack of understanding, cheating, economic breakdown, distance, would you like to tell the viewers what you think, looking at it in depth, why relationship, why there are so many breakups?
Okay, for me, I would say in most relationships, you find there's no money in most relationships. And also the distance and cheating. And like you said, lack of understanding. Because in most cases, maybe the girl will want something or need something for herself, all these material things. So maybe the boyfriend will not be able to provide it for her. And that is where the issue will start between both of them. And friends also might want to give the girl negative thoughts. She'll start thinking if her boyfriend is going to take care of her in future, they get married and all. And that will bring that cheating into the relationship.
Okay, if I may ask you, you said money is number one root of problem in relationship. Our mothers, our fathers, years ago, I remember when I was growing up, my dad would tell me, money is not a factor. If you are able, we see family that live on 20,000 naira a month. The wife is managing. They are still together. They have that understanding. They love themselves. If they have gari to drink, they drink it and they're happy. Why is that today? Women don't understand. Must it be money? Must the girl always want material things? What if the husband is not able to provide what she wants? Is that a criteria to break a relationship?
That is why there's understanding. You have to understand yourself before going into any marriage or anything relationship. Because you have to understand from the one that the husband doesn't have enough money to provide all the things you need. So that is why you need to understand the relationship you are going into.
Okay, if let me come to you, Toribe. We have a situation where when the girl got married to the man was very comfortable, was quite rich, he was able to provide all the necessities, all the materialism that the woman craved for. And now this man cannot provide it again. Probably has lost his job, or maybe he's even sick. Why can't a woman stay in such a relationship?
Okay, if the woman is hardworking, she will stay with her husband and go and look for work so that she'll be able to provide. Because she knows that yes, the husband is sick or does not have a job. In that aspect, if the husband is staying at home, like not looking for a job, it's not right. The woman have every right to like do anything she wants to do or something. But if the husband is like making interest in going out to look for work, fine, and the woman self have work, they can still like put head together and stay in the relationship. Because she can't just, only if she has something else she wants to do or it's already in her blood or she wants to just go and cheat or something, or she's lazy, she just wants to be sitting down at home depending on the husband. But if she has her own work, I don't think that's an issue for her, or that would be a big deal for how she will leave her marriage because the husband lost his job. If she has her own work, she will still provide with her own salary till he sees under work.
Thank you very much. I think she has answered it. There's something I picked from everything you have been saying. You said something about understanding.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yeah.
So where does understanding come in? We are talking about the man does not have money. Where does understanding come in?
You know these two things, trust and understanding, they are like two brothers that work together. But you see understanding for me is the most important thing in a relationship. The only Bible has made it clear to us, two cannot work together aside from the agree.
Emotional theory was theory.
Exactly, sir. Whatever they have come together to agree on this particular thing, it must surely come to pass. Now, before you can go into a relationship, or if you're already a married person, there's one thing you need to understand. There's one thing you need to get. Now, by understanding your partner, it makes things easier and simple for you both. Now, you know the kind of person your man is, you know the kind of person your woman is. Whatever he does, whether he shout, whether he knocks, lament, you are used to it, whatever he like, let him do. I am used to this kind of person, I'm used to his attitude. Shout, naggy, this is the kind of person my man is, the kind of person my woman is. That is how things work. That is what I mean by understanding.
Wow. That is great. You really made a very huge point there. How do I understand my wife? How do I understand my husband?
It is very, very simple. Now, before you jump into this thing, you guys must have gone through the date process. During that date process, through observance, you observe the person. Now, they say love comes very slow but goes very fast. That is how it is. Now, in order for you to love your person, you must understand that person. You understand his attitude. You understand that this person has this attitude. Okay, I like it. That is how love comes in. Love cannot just come. Love does not just flow just like that. There must be understanding between the both of you. And in order way to understand is through observation. You observe every moment and every action of that person. That is when you understand.
Mr. Jackson DSLM, thank you very much. I like that. Mama, he said something about understanding, and we are looking at all of these problems all of you identified from the very beginning. Now, let us look at the economic breakdown you said about, you talked about economic breakdown. When you say economic breakdown in breakups, what does it mean?
What I meant was that I've seen an example of along the line, the man had lost the job, or even the wife, or the business is no more booming the way if it is a businessman or a businesswoman. The man can no longer pay for the children fees, house rental, can no longer fees the bill of the house. In a situation like this, that is when friends pressure comes in. Outside that, family pressure, this one bringing one idea, advisor, all sort of advisor. So if it is not a godly woman or a godly man, he may cue into the advice that is having from the background. That how can you only carry the load of the house? How can you allow the woman to sit at home without doing anything? And again, I have seen a situation when a man lost the job, the man will just relax. Instead of him to go and look for something else to support the wife, he will leave the whole load for the wife to carry the load. When the woman can no longer carry the load, the family tears apart. So this is when economic breakdown affects so many homes. It's really affecting homes.
Mama, that is a very great point. I hope people that are watching us are listening to the very important point you are giving here. Nijana, Mama Vicky said something about external influence. And at the beginning, I don't think we talked about that, external influence. She talked about economic breakdown, loss of job, and leaving your spouse to carry the whole responsibility while you relax can bring about breakups in relationship. And she also said something about influence from outside. Do you agree that external influence can affect a relationship negatively?
Okay, for me I would say yes, that's correct, because in most relationships, when you're into a relationship, you keep what is happening in your relationship between both of you. You don't have to take it outside for your friends to start like advising you or telling you things about the way you control your relationship. So for example, maybe the guy friends might just be having feelings for his girlfriend, or maybe be liking his girlfriend, and that time the friends will start giving the guy so many false things
Wrong advice
on how to control his relationship. And also it goes for the girls too, because maybe outside the guy will be there, he'll be loving the girl, but our friends will be like, babe, this your guy is not taking good care of you, babe, this your guy is not loving you the way you want. Can't you see other girls outside living life good and dressing, driving big cars? That's it. So that advice they're giving them outside will make the relationship not to work out between the both of them.
That is really, sometimes when I hear it, I am carried away. I'm surprised when people say that you keep your relationship secret. It does not happen. I don't think, I've stayed a little longer on this earth, and one thing I've come to realize, we can't just shut up. I don't think everyone can just shut up. Okay, how did pastor know about your relationship? Are you not what I told him? Some of us, when we go through some issues in life, we feel like talking to somebody. So the idea of we hearing every day, don't talk about your relationship to people, don't discuss it with people, is that really true? Can people really shut up? Can they really see their mouth? Because when pastors talk about it, how did they hear? When you hear mothers talk about it, how did they hear? How come somebody else know about relationship if you didn't tell them? So can we really shut up? Mr. Peters, can we really shut up?
I feel like even though there is this urge for you to, mention your accomplishments to the world, there's still a need for you to keep some things private. Because not everyone wants your happiness in the process. So take for instance, such as social media, I don't believe you should put out your life on social media, because there will be a situation whereby external influence could advise you, and through that advice you'll be thinking positively, you'll be thinking negatively, sorry. And now when you are thinking negatively, you won't be able to, share that same knowledge with your husband. Do you get what I'm saying? So along the line, I feel like you should not really expose all these things to social media and other people of the world.
Okay. We are not looking at social media being a market where you discuss your issues now. We are looking at a friend, a person you can talk to.
Yeah.
Okay, because there is something a lady told me. She says she has an husband, or she has husband rather,
Yeah.
and they have 2 kids. He says since the last time she gave birth to the second kid, the husband had no access with her, and that is going to be about a year now. The husband have not slept with her for about a year now, and she have tried to reason with the man, but the man is not forthcoming, and she went to discuss it with the husband sister. At times you are going through pains in your relationship. You don't just feel like you want to talk to somebody about it. You want somebody to, you want to see somebody advice. All these things now out and be bearing the pain just alone. Can we really do that? Mama Vicky, can we really? Let us look at it from reality. Not what the motivational speakers are talking about, not what the pastors are talking about. Can we really shut up?
To me, it's not advisable with my experience. Because I've seen a situation where a husband and a wife, the wife gave birth to 3 kids for the man. Along the man, the wife was so sick. So they started carrying her from hospital to hospital, from hospital to hospital. So on getting to the family hospital, that was when the family doctor now called the wife sister that this man that got married to your sister, how well do you people know the man? So that do your sister really know the man deep down? The sister said that doesn't know. So the woman she's a prophetess, so she had to enter into prayer for God to reveal if there is any secret behind that is the in-law. So, and the sister was so sick. They have tried all they could, but
she didn't survive. Or she survived?
She later survived.
Okay.
So it was when she go into prayer that God now revealed to him that this man in question have got married to 3 wives. The sister is the 4th one. All died mysteriously.
Too.
Not only that, the man is a courtesan. So it was the daughter that now later break down the story for them. So that they now told them that the only way for this your sister to survive is to leave this marriage if you want the life of this your sister. So they don't have choice for them to end the marriage. And the sister is
So I don't always advise.
So it was later on that the sister now asked when the other one was fit. Now what secret do you know between your husband? So not knowing that the sister really knows the man, but fear did not allow her to open up. So assuming this daughter did not come in, the sister would have lost. So in a situation, there are some situations that you don't need to keep it to yourself. You will speak out.
Okay. Then that
especially when life is involved.
I know everyone wants to talk about this because there are many things we will talk about. Okay. Just want to say something. The question is, can we really? Mama have said something about it. Can we really shut up? And because I would have wanted us to look at it, why or why not, but there's something I want us to pick up from this. Can we really shut up? Or is there somebody we should be talking to? We know we also have government institution where people can also go and talk about their marital issues. Is okay. So why must they go there? Meaning they cannot shut up. Meaning to shut up is something ordinary human being cannot do. So if we cannot shut up, I'm not answering the question, so you will tell me, can we shut up? And if we cannot shut up, who is the best person to discuss our marital issues with? Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, we can't really keep quiet in such situation. They said a problem shared is halfway solved. But the real question should be, who do we speak to?
Okay.
Like my fellow partner has said, not everybody wants your happiness. It's like there are some people that are working against you, there are some people that are looking forward to your downfall. There are some people that are there to watch you crumble no matter what, no matter whatever you do. That is the one. I prefer the best people to talk to is people you did not know. Because those around you are the same people to haunt you. And the same people you share your problems to are still the same people to hunt you down. We should be careful, and we should be careful of wolves in a sheep clothing. Now, the people you should talk to in this situation are counselors. People unknown to you, people you don't even know about. And if you want to talk to them, don't use it directly to yourself. Just give an example. Maybe for instance, something has happened to you in person, and you want to ask about the situation, just
Kind of use on that person.
so you can grab something from them. Because if you keep the situation to yourself, in fact, you are killing yourself from the inside. You are imprisoning your emotion. You are hindering yourself from happiness. You are killing yourself gradually by process.
Okay, I'll just ask one more person. Toribe, should we shut up or should we speak out? And if we must speak out, who should we talk to? And what I'm talking about now is when we are having issues in our relationship, issues we cannot keep anymore because it's hurting us, it's killing us, and we must talk. Should we talk or should we shut up? And if we must talk, who should we talk to?
Okay, let me say, yeah, we must talk out. Like, we can't keep most things to ourselves, because by the time you're like thinking about it to bring you down emotionally and everything, so you need to like speak out, but you be careful who you're telling your relationship breakdown to, because if you're telling your friend thinking probably your friend own self is not even perfect and your own was perfect, then it's breaking down, and you can't meet that your friend. She said she wants your own self to break down, you should come and meet her, so you guys should be moving together. So she can't really like advise you to keep your own going, then her own is like have broken down already. She will want you to come and meet her. So that's how the thing is. You can't like meet your friends because they might not be wishing you well. You can't meet your in-laws, because most of your in-laws they don't agree in the marriage in the first place.
Yeah.
If you go and meet them, they will want you to like depart. They will want you guys to go your separate ways. Yes. So if you want to like, according to what he said, it's just for you to get a therapist or someone,
A counselor.
outside.
Or someone you don't know.
Someone you don't know, yes.
Okay.
That's the perfect person to talk to. And if the issue you want to talk, if the issue you want to ask someone else is about your boyfriend or your husband, probably your husband is doing something you do not like. Communication also matters in a relationship. You can call your boyfriend or your husband and try to talk to him and see if he will listen to you. But you just stay and be observing his movement, and you are thinking, is this, is that, who down to talk to, or you are just feeling different ways. You're not looking for who to advise you. Like, look at the way my boyfriend is doing. You're killing yourself because yourself, you're not sure in what you're saying. It's just for you to like go to your man or go to your woman, talk to him or her about what you are feeling and what you're observing.
Okay, communication
Communication
also very
matters.
important. Okay, we'll look at solution later on. Is it okay? Communication, she says, is also vital to solve this problem. We'll look at solution. Before we start looking at solution, I have two things to also ask. One, Mr. Peters, cheating. Why do people cheat? Because you people identify cheating as one of the reasons why there are so many relationship breaks or breakdown. Why do people cheat?
Cheating is one of the top-rated reasons why relationships go sour these days. Just like love comes naturally, cheating also comes naturally, because there are a lot of attractive people outside that you can just look into. Because when you and your partner actually spend a lot of time together, there's this need for you to look outside. You understand? But there's what we call discipline. When you are disciplined enough and you have understanding, there's no reason for you to look out. Do you get my point? I have examples. Example now, I'll lay my emphasis on a certain situation, because most women say men actually cheat more than the women do. But you don't know this. Your discipline matters a lot. Now, my example is, I'll look back into Ibi Naija. Yeah, a guy called Mike. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mike.
Yeah.
He was part of the top 2
Yeah, I think last 3 seasons.
last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He's also a married person, a married individual.
Yeah.
This guy was there for so long. Now he didn't cheat on anyone, and he was there to the top. Now bringing another example, and that's a male person I'm talking about here. I'll bring in another example now, which is a female personality of this season's BB Niger. We're talking about Tega. If you know Tega,
Yeah.
she's a female person, and right now I feel like she has been cheating on her husband. You know this thing. If there is discipline, I don't think there will be a reason for her to cheat. She can equally win the whatever they are giving to them without cheating. So it doesn't just come if a man cheats more than a woman cheats. No, it's when you have discipline and understanding. There's no room for cheating.
I think he has just answered that. Cheating. Why do people cheat? He said the biggest solution to that is discipline. When you, no matter how much urge you have for the opposite sex, you should just discipline yourself. You can look at the menu. Thank you very much. We are really doing justice to this topic. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Now, we want to look at insecurity. We identify insecurity to be one of the problem in breakups, one of the resulting effects. Is it okay? Or a prerequisite. So let me ask. So Mr. Peters, let us look at insecurity in a relationship. Why do you feel people are insecure in their relationship?
Yes, Mr. Derek. Before going into a relationship or a marriage, insecurity comes in. Now, when 2 partners come together to be one, automatically insecurity comes in. Because one, you don't know what your partner is up to.
Okay.
So it comes naturally. You understand? It comes in different ways. You can equally say insecurity brings up jealousy. Now, also for a man, I believe you are supposed to be there for your woman, giving her, like, if not 100% of your attention, like 90% of your attention. So she doesn't go about thinking, what are you doing?
Okay.
You can't be too busy for her.
Okay.
You get my point? You can't be too busy not to give her most of your time. So those things bring up insecurities. So that's what I feel about insecurity.
Wow, that is great. Toride,
Yeah.
what is your opinion about this? What do you feel?
Okay. Let me see. I'll put it this way: insecurity comes in when your partner is good looking. Like when you feel, yeah, my wife is so beautiful, and other men will not like get attracted to her and everything. So whenever she's going on, you feel insecure, like as soon as she's going, all these cars now I want to stop and talk to her and all that. And it comes in this way when probably she's going out with her friends, and you know that her friends, all of them, they are not responsible, and your wife is like going out with them. You feel insecure, like so that my wife is going out with these girls. All these girls are used to, I used to see them with different men, and something else might want to happen. They might want to introduce her to 1 or 2, something like that. So you feel insecure. Insecurity comes in many ways. Like you said, jealousy. Yeah, when you guys give yourself the attention, you can't give yourself 100% attention. When you guys give yourself the attention, then there will not be like jealousy in the relationship. Because whenever I turn left, I turn right, I see you are going out with them, that babe, I'm going to so place. You keep me updated, like this is where I'm going to, tell me things you want to do, carry me along with the things you are doing. I will not feel insecure in the relationship. But when you are doing things secretly, like I will ask you questions, you will claim busy, I want to take things, you don't want me to know, you want to do everything secret. That's where insecurity and jealousy comes in. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
Thank you very much. That's a valid point. Mr. Jackson, we have seen situations where a guy goes out with his date or with his spouse, and the woman don't feel secured, especially when they are outside, because of the man's behavior, because of the fact that he does not respect her. Are we going to say that is part of insecurity? Does that thing make the woman feel not secured?
First of all, insecurity is when a person is double-minded. Okay? And this situation can come as a result of lack of trust and family pressures. That's why it is important before a lady gets married to a man, she should ensure that she has the permission and the go-ahead of the family.
Wow.
In adding to that, let's take for instance now, the husband is maltreating her. She needs, because if a lady she gets married to her, automatically she has married the entire family.
Okay.
Things are going wrong, things are going right. Most family will put the blame on the wife. So in that case, if situation should come, or if misunderstanding should come from the marriage, she wants somebody she will talk to, because if she's very close to the man's mother, it will be easier for her to sort things out immediately when there's misunderstanding in the family. When she knows, if she's not that close, she's far away from the family, things are not going nice with the family of the guy, it is difficult. She look like she look disturbed. She'll be like, she can't see the whole situation, she can't tell the whole problems to her family, to her own mother. If okay, let's assume my mother does her part, how about the family of the person? Because how there's a situation where mothers do not like daughters-in-law. They are always telling the man that this girl you married is the cause of this one, is the cause of that one. Things are going wrong. And she's behind it. Can't you see she's behind? No, such is not supposed to happen. She's supposed to have this intimacy relationship with the family of the guy, so things can go.
But we're always looking at, one thing I want to say is that we're always looking at it from the husband's mother angle. What about if our mother is our own problem? Because I had a story, something happened late last year when a girl's, her mother, this girl, she's married, her mother was the person influencing her. She was even the one that told her, move out of that marriage. That guy is not good, the guy is this, the guy is that. We have seen situations whereby the lady's mother could also be a very big problem to the lady in that marriage, not necessarily the man's mother. Because you are only looking at her mother-in-law, that is the man's mother. What about her own mother? If her own mother is not strongly in support of the marriage, or if for any reason she is complaining to her mother what is happening in her marriage, her mother will not take the husband's side, her husband's side. He will take her own side. He will say, what are you doing there? Other men, if the man is not capable, leave him. Carry one child or two children back from her, come out, men, they will go marry you. In such situation, will it be advisable? You are a lady is even discussing her husband issue with her own mother.
Now, if the mother of the girl is a responsible mother,
how will you say your mother is not responsible? How will a girl know her mother is not responsible?
through discouragement. There are some certain, okay, fine, your point is that the girl mother is not in support of the relationship at the initial time, isn't it?
No. The thing is it advisable for a daughter to be discussing her marriage issue with her mother?
Yes, it is possible. It is right. I support that.
To support that.
Yeah,
But there are many cases these are brought about problem in marriage. Okay, somebody want to say something?
Well, I feel like it's not advisable to discuss your issues, issues with your own mother, right? Because when you're actually going out to an external advice, she coming from the advice coming from your mother, can be favorable only to you, exactly, as a woman, not to your husband's side. You understand? So I say it's not advisable to actually, give out your issues to.
You wanted to say something? Okay.
It's advisable because if your mother is like God fearing, like let me see my mom as an example. If I'm complaining something to my mom, telling her that my husband is doing this, doing that, if your mom knows you, know the things that you can do. Like my mom, like for your husband to do this kind of thing, you have done something to him for him to do this kind of thing.
Okay.
My mom will not support me that aspect because she will feel, okay, I'm supporting you. People feel like I'm supporting my daughter. My mom will support my husband because that's my mom. She will want to look at her own side like, yes, you've done something bad, don't just come and report to me. Because you that you want to report the case to your mom, you don't want to like say the bad thing you do. Like you don't
want to say your own
bad.
bad.
Your own bad stuff. You might just say my husband is doing, my husband is doing that. But my mom or a responsible mother that is God fearing will look at it that for your husband to do this kind of thing, you might have done something for him to behave this way. So
So what we are saying here, you all just said it. It's advisable, it's not advisable, so I'm not the judge. But one thing I will say here is, take your daughter's husband as your son, and take your daughter's wife, your son's wife as your own daughter. I think if we are able to do this, all this problem will not be there. I hope you all agree with me.
Yes.
So thank you very much. I think we have come to the high point. We should be rounding up. I think today, as like what Peter said from the very beginning, he said it's so big. This topic is very large that we cannot even finish it in one day. And we have come to that point now when we realize he just said his truth from the very beginning, that it's not possible we really digest this topic in one discussion. So we'll be having a part 2 of this message, and until we come your way, I want to say thank you to the Bellas, Jenna, Vicky, and Tori for honoring our invitation. We are having Peter. Mr. Peter, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You are really welcome. Jackson, thank you. Mama, thank you for coming. God bless you. Thank you, viewers. We have come to the end of today's show. We'll meet you soon. Thank you for watching. Always make sure you watch New Day Talk Show. There's so much to learn from great and educated people. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, New Day Comedy TV, and tell your friends to subscribe to share our videos to your family, to your friends, because you will be helping someone overcome his or marital issues. Thank you for watching. Take care some other day.